to thank my friend Asmalia and Abdi of Soomaaliya Media, but also those who invite me. As a matter of fact, I'm not an exceptional. I'm grateful for the generosity of my brother, but I think I'm doing my job, and I think it's because of Somali community here. It's so powerful and very influential and united. It makes the job of ambassador much easier to do it. So it really it goes to the Somali community for their collaboration and work. So I'm just basically facilitating and coordinating, but I'm very much grateful. In a normal ambassador level, usually diplomatically we are required to make write our statements just to make sure that you don't lost and go somewhere else. So I have it prepared a statement. If you allow me, and read that statement, and hopefully I may add a few items here and there if you allow me. But let me take one more time that I'm really truly honored to be here with you today. This maybe I call it inaugural South Sea Business Networking Forum. Inaugural in the sense that this might be first time, and hopefully, as Senator Carol mentioned, that this will be a regular occurrences over the next couple of years. A significant milestone for Somali for business community at large, local community of this vibrant part of Nairobi. Allow me to begin by extending my warm congratulations to the residents and business leaders of South Sea for organizing this important platform, which fosters a networking and collaborations. I also want to express deep appreciation to Okash Hotel for their hosting us in this beautiful new addition to the South Sea, right in the heart of of the growing city of Nairobi. I must confess that my connection to South Sea goes back to some 20 years ago when I was first time arriving in Nairobi, and I stay in this very, very beautiful place of South Sea. Back then, South Sea was a quieter neighborhood, yet filled with entrepreneurship, energy, and spirit. Business activities were thriving, even in those early days, as they are doing today. Fast forward to present, South Sea is becoming a new business hub. A new business are being established, and yet established the real estate market is flourishing, and other areas continue to evolve, embodying a forward momentum of Kenya as a whole. And it's inspiring to see how the people of Kenya, especially those who have made their home in South Sea, are not only transforming local economy, but also opening up new doors for both local and international investors. As we have seen today, young CEOs, banks, and other institutions. As an ambassador of Somalia, I'm also very proud to witness the strengthening ties between Somalia and Kenya over the past few years. Along with our friendship, trade and business relationship have flourished significantly. Somali investors have made substantial contribution to Kenya's economy, with thousands of Kenyans are now finding success in Somalia. In fact, over 40,000 Kenyans are currently working in Somalia, sending millions of shillings in remittance back home in Kenya. This exchange benefit both our nations and help build a more prosperous future for all of us. South Sea has become a home to many Somalis as well from Somalia, which speaks volume about the welcoming nature of this Kenyan city or area, and particularly Kenyan people, particularly those in this part of Nairobi. South Sea's unique blend of religious and cultural diversity adds to its charm, making it a perfect example of how inclusive fosters growth and development. The many governmental and non-governmental institutions based here further enhance its success and it starts as a vital hub for economic growth in the future to come. And I think today, the participation of a large companies who are based here is a testimony that South Sea is growing. And I think this is a timely, I would say, networking session because it allows people to interact, but also exposure of South Sea. You might know, many people might know South Sea, a place where you have residences and houses, but if you look South Sea itself and you go through as I have done this morning on background of finding about Whitmore City, the whole national institutions are based this place. And you have a very dynamic people also live. So I'm very pleased to see business community are now seeing this South Sea in a different lenses than before. But also I want to say something about what Senator Below talked about, and that is the role of Somalis community, even though this area is entire Kenyan people live, but specifically Somali business community from Somalia are investing hugely here, but they're also investing throughout East Africa. As a matter of fact, this coming Wednesday next week, DRC Congo government has approached me and asked me if they can meet Somali community to provide incentives to go to DRC Congo. And they're saying because Somalis are very dynamic, very creative, and risk-taking element, that now the regions are begging and asking them to come. As a matter of fact, also, we have South Sudan, as you know, that large Somali community are also very much engaged, where the other day when His Excellency Salva Kiir, speaking head of state meeting, says that at least we have to bring more Somalis to this place to flourish. Even if nothing, we will have a beautiful girls and boys out of Somalis. And that's quote unquote. It's not, that's quote unquote. It's not me saying it. That's what he said. But the idea here is that I think the economic engine and the capacity and the creativity and imagination of Somali business community are quite amazing. So we as a Somali ambassador is one of my role also to promote and to engage others, to engage Somalis and learn from it, engage them, provide them. So I'm extremely pleased and grateful for Kenyan government opening our doors of Somali community and Somali business community from Somalia, investing here, providing a platform, providing all the necessary they need. And my role has been much easier when you have relationship between two states. A good ambassador plays very well. It allows you. A few years back, Somalia and Kenya went through a very difficult challenges, but now we come back. I think people coming in, as a matter of fact, many of you might not be aware of it, Somalia is the sixth largest arrivals of Kenyan airport, to Kenyan borders. In other words, almost close to 10,000 Somalis arrive every single month to Kenya, while also thousands of Kenyans are now in Somalia. There are some specific cases where you cannot go to a hotel or hospital or any other function in Somalia without seeing a Kenyan. I mean, the whole social, what we call a hospitality industry are dominated by Kenyans. Because not only that, the educational sector are dominated by Kenyans. And the reason is that because Somalis are Kenyans, they're not joined in hips, they're joined in the heart. We're together, we're one. In the region we live, Somalia and Kenya are very close to each other. And therefore, as Somalia recovers from years of civil war, more Kenyans are crossing the border to make, as Bilo was referring to. And I think also more Somalis are coming here. And I think the region, they said that in the East Africa, as a collective, there are two dynamic people live. One is Somalis and the other one is Kenyans. And the reason being is that both of them are not only entrepreneurial spirit, but also they're capitalists, so to speak. They invested market, they reflect on that. And I think that relationship has to be flourished. And finally here, today this forum represents an excellent opportunity for us to all to connect, share ideas and explore new ways of collaborating. Networking, after all, is about building a long-term relationship and are beneficial to both parties. It allows us to not only offer guidance and advice, but also expand our influence, effectiveness, and reach. The value of networking, as the title here indicates, in business cannot be overstated in any aspect of it. It builds trust, strengthens your reputation, invites new opportunity, and inspires creativity as well, and thinking and creative thinking. By fostering relationship with the right people, you are positioning yourself and your business for sustainable success and growth. I encourage all of you here today to take full advantage of this gathering, share your experience, forge new connections, and work together to capitalize on the tremendous opportunity South Sea offers. and neighbors offers. And I think classic example is that Ukesh Hotel, Bouquet